I'm quite sure if you have been to the Southwest Mississippi Community College campus that you have heard the name Horace Holmes, as it is synonymous with a couple of buildings and a road here. That name belongs to one of the most admired men to ever administrate at Southwest. At the mention of his name, people who knew him bear a certain glow of awe and admiration. It is an all-knowing look of many years of earned respect. That's quite an accomplishment for a man who was born dirt poor. I have gained a vast amount of knowledge through my research that I will share with you. The legacy he leaves behind stands as a testament to his accomplishments and achievements. Horace C. Holmes dedicated his life to the betterment of Southwest Mississippi Community College by constructing the campus into what it is today while maintaining a humble and Christian attitude. He was born the son of poor sharecroppers. His mother was a homemaker and a dedicated Christian lady who taught her values to her children. Horace Caruth Holmes would grow into a very well-respected man with a love for basketball and attending church with his family. After graduating Sherman High in Sherman, Mississippi, he joined the U.S. Army, where he served with the 279th Combat Engineers. When the war was completed, he hitchhiked from Sherman to Ellisville, Mississippi, where he discovered Jones Junior College and enrolled there. He received his AA degree. After completing, he was offered a spot on the basketball team at Ole Miss, but decided to go to USM instead. There, he received his bachelor's and his master's degree. And upon completing those, he was given an honorary doctorate from Mississippi College. He began his early career at Johnson Station and Lloyd Star High Schools coaching basketball. After marrying LaFay McClellan in 1953, he accepted an offer to coach basketball and teach psychology at Southwest, where he intended to stay only 1 year. That year turned into over half a century. Mr. Holmes moved up in rank quickly, being appointed Dean of Men, Dean of Instruction, Assistant President, and then President in 1972. In this role, he would create an outstanding legacy. Mr. Holmes believed with the expansion of Southwest Campus, an expansion of student body would come. This proved to be true, as enrollment in 1972 was 912 and in 2002 was over 1,772 students. During his tenure as president, 300 acres of land was added to the land holdings. A long list of buildings and structures were added to the campus between 1972 and 2005. A road was built surrounding the lake, and the bridges crossing it would come shortly thereafter. The following buildings were added or renovated during that time: the original men's dorm, women's dorm, fine arts, 3 duplex apartments, PE building, Henry Lewis Nursing, men's athletic dorm, a staff duplex, administration building, the Grill and Grill Gym, Humanities, which is now considered College Hall, tennis courts, baseball field, complete renovation of the football stadium, field house renovation, addition of golf and softball programs, and also the rotary drilling program, which is the only one of its kind in the U.S. The Bryan Science Building, a new maintenance building, replacement of the Simmons Library Building, Kennel Hall renovation, and finally the Horace C. Holmes Student Union. The latter was named at the 50-year commencement celebration for Mr. Holmes. Herschel Grady Highway was built to provide direct access to I-55, and a wastewater facility came later. A $1.6 million campus telecommunication project was completed in 2002. This documents the transformation of the grounds of Southwest into what it is today. Mr. Holmes retired on June 30th, 2005, and died only 3 months later. He was 81 years old. He literally dedicated his entire life to Southwest and making it a better college. At his funeral services, Dr. Oliver Young, the succeeding president, stated, "He committed his life to the school. He practically lived his life for that school and for the students. But he was loved by people all across the state. He was a dedicated, committed Christian. Miss Marilyn Ginn said to me, "He was a very kind and humble man. In his view, students were paramount. He knew every student and every employee by name." Mr. Larry Holmes, son of Mr. Horace Holmes and retired teacher at Southwest, stated, "He dedicated his life to Southwest. I was very fortunate to have him as a father." Mr. Carl Davis, former police chief at SMCC, stated, "Everything Horace Holmes did, he did for the benefit of Southwest. It was an absolute honor to be entrusted by his family to be a pallbearer at his funeral." Horace C. Holmes served a total of 52 years at Southwest, 32 years as president. Many upgrades to infrastructure and construction of most buildings were completed during his time as president. Programs of both instruction and athletics were created and added. Having the pioneering foresight to make a better college experience and environment for students to achieve higher education, Horace C. Holmes created a lifelong legacy at Southwest.